Hey, if you're a regular viewer of the show, join our membership for 99 cents a month where you can get ad-free videos. It's literally the lowest we can set this thing to. So if you are tired of all the annoying YouTube ads, subscribe to our membership and you will get ad-free videos every week. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crown Cinema Podcast. In this episode, we are breaking down
and literally just watched
The Matrix. True story? Is this a prophecy?
Man, this is up there with like the Truman Show, where if you're like kind of about to lose your mind, if you're on the edge of like questioning your reality, this movie is not healthy for you.
No.
It is healthy for you. You know, it's definitely promoting like question everything. Don't settle for what you're just told.
Yeah.
That's good.
Fuck them.
But like
the theys of the world.
If you're just like kind of on the brink of like, dude, I'm losing it. This reality's fucked. I just don't know. And then all of a sudden this movie comes out, you go and see it in theaters. I could see people like jumping off buildings because they're like, fucking, I can fly.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that.
Here, turn your mic a little bit.
Shout out to the 90s.
Well, this movie's honestly scarier because if you are a conspiracy guy or your mind, you've never seen the movie. Made in, 99? And then they're talking about how AI took over the world. And you're like, brother, I think we're close.
Bro, it's like, that was freaky. Because, here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and just shout out my brother. He loves this movie. Shout out Johnny. We watched this at like 2 a.m. one night, hammered. So I don't really remember it. And that is just not a good movie to watch when you're hammered.
Yeah, you're like, what?
Because today we watched it and I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? What is going on? But yeah, dude, I mean, shout out to the 90s. I don't know what was going on, but like, I just think like music and movies in the 90s was literally just like, fuck the system.
Independence.
Yeah.
Freedom, baby.
Yeah, free yourself.
Let freedom reign.
Like do whatever you have to do. Like, even if it's violence.
Well.
But like, be free. Be free.
We'll quote this, and whenever there's a riot, we'll pin and trace it back to this point where you said, even if there's violence, hey, it's freedom.
No, I mean, I'm just thinking
that's
like...
what William Wallace would do.
Yeah, there's The Matrix, there's Fight Club, there's The Truman Show. Blade? Holy shit. That's like... They're like damn near the same movies. Like style-wise.
Yeah,
outfits, everything.
The glasses even.
Yeah, the glasses, like... That was a vibe back then. That was something that was just going on. Like dress in all black, wear sunglasses, and have a bunch of machine guns.
And you're a badass.
Yeah. But dude, what a film.
Truly.
I know this has been recommended.
It's pretty nice. That's your first time really watching it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty wild. The first time you watch it, you're like, whoa, I did not think this is what this movie was
like.
I
had no idea where it was going. I don't know. I didn't know what really to expect. Because I already knew that this is one of those films that people are like, no, this film's trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
So I kind of understood that was going to happen. I knew there was like some, like Bruce Lee type
martial
fights.
Arts.
Yeah, martial art fights. I knew to expect that. And that's pretty much it. That's about it. I knew there were a couple pills being popped. I did not know any of this. I did not know the premise that AI.
That's crazy.
That's insane. That freaks me the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
What are they trying to tell us? They're trying to tell us something.
Something, dude.
Yeah. Like I'm about to, after this podcast, I'm going to go stop at a bookstore and just grab 1984 and reread that.
And just lose your mind.
And lose my mind. Yeah. And just kind of understand like, okay, I guess I should go jump off a building because I can fly.
Mm-hmm. It's funny that this movie has just transformed into like a full-on ideology. Like, fuck the Matrix. You know, Andrew Tate talks about the Matrix. People are talking about getting red-pilled. Oh, you're blue-pilled. Oh, I'm red-pilled, blah, blah, blah. All that stems from this movie. And in 1999, now it's a whole... Basically, like a new word that got developed and a new term got developed in today's world because of this movie. Just one of those influential movies. I mean, Truman Show, like you're saying, same thing. They had the Truman
Show
syndrome.
Yeah, syndrome.
Yeah, something like that.
Sounds right. Yeah.
How people thought they were on a TV show. People think they're in the Matrix.
It's kind of the same thing. I mean, yeah, like the Truman Show and the Matrix both deal with like everything around you is just fake.
Mm-hmm.
That's that's like the whole premise,
Right.
And that you need to free yourself.
Yep.
Be a tough one. Again, yeah, be a tough one if you're kind of just struggling
On the edge. If you're cheating on the edge, this will definitely push you over.
Oh, and then I think about like Office Space, which is another film that we need to do. Have you seen that one?
Mm-mm.
Office Space it's not this, but it is like against the whole 9-to-5 system. Like humans should not be working in a cubicle all day, every day. You're meant to like be outside. And like the whole message of that movie is like, you should work in construction. Like that's what you should be doing.
That's what the premise of the movie is.
Damn near. Like at the end of the movie, he literally like leaves his 9-to-5 job that I don't think he's making like crazy money or anything like that, but it's like a secure desk job. It's safe. And then by the end of it, he's settled for less money, but he's working outside. And he's like, I like working with my hands.
He turned the 9-to-5 into the 6 a.m. to 4.
I mean, I kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
But
well, yours is 8 to 8.
Yeah, I can respect it. But yeah, it was like, again, though, kind of the same just premise. Like, dude, you're not supposed to work in that cubicle. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like they just what a run for the 90s. What a time.
Truly. It's also a powerful movie because it's basically about belief and having faith and
a lot of
breaking the mold of what the system's trying to tell you. It's very much centered around belief. I mean, Neo's entire character arc is him having to believe in himself finally. That's they keep talking about belief.
Well, I wouldn't even say for sure like pro-Christian, I think. I mean, he dies and comes back to life.
Yeah,
there's only one guy in one religion that did that.
There's a ton of Christ symbolism in the movie of how Neo transformed and the chosen one. I mean, there's so many connections to it. I mean, which probably makes sense of why it resonates so much, because it's like, our deepest, our like main storyline of, Western civilization is Christianity in that story. And so this movie resonates because they're just tapping into that. Yeah. A lot of movies that have those themes tend to do well because we just connect with that story so much.
Yeah. I'm sure there was a lot of symbolism that I missed out on, but the only two things that I can think of where I was like, oh, I guess it's kind of for Jesus is like at the very beginning, the people that he's helping. What's his night thing?
He's doing some side gig where he's selling some disc. I don't know what it does.
Okay, but
I don't know. It's something, some illegal. Yeah, he's like a drug dealer, but for code.
For code. Well, I just remember one of the guys was like, dude, you're my savior, like Jesus Christ. And I was like, that's wild.
Yeah, he's like, you're my savior. You're my personal Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy to just throw there in the script. But then when he comes back to life, I was like, oh, that's why they just threw that in there.
There is a ton.
He's the chosen one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like all the clues not clues, but all the, all the tie-ins to Christianity and like the Christ story. There's so many of them. The first one is the ship that they're on. It's called the Nebuchadnezzar, who is a character in the Bible who had a dream that he couldn't remember, and he asked Daniel, one of the prophets, to go and interpret his dream for him. So that kind of has like a dream, symbolism there from the Bible. The ship is labeled Mark 3, number 11. The Bible verse, Mark 3:11. It says, it reads, "And whenever the unclean spirits saw him, they fell down before him and cried out, 'You are the Son of God.'"
Yeah, so that's not even like a hidden one. That's just straight up in your face.
Yep. Neo gets betrayed by a Judas type character. Cypher betrays them.
Yep.
And, he's a Judas type character because he knows the truth, just as Judas did.
Yep.
Yet still betrays. There we go. Pretty solid connection there.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Just his character alone, Neo's a radical in the Matrix world. Like Jesus was a radical at the time. He was breaking the mold of the current religious teachings. Mm-hmm. Neo does the same thing, and he's trying to spread the word out he's trying to spread that to everybody in the Matrix, just as Jesus tried to spread his truth to the world. So similar connection there.
Yep.
He gets resurrected. Big one there.
That's the one.
And he comes back by having faith in himself and belief in himself. Jesus having faith in God. And then through love as well. Through Trinity's love, he's able to wake up and believe in himself and actually fight and break the Matrix.
The Holy Trinity.
So, yep. Trinity, her name too.
Yeah,
that's obviously a very obvious connection.
As soon as she was like, you can't be dead because I'm in love with you, and like that's just, and you're the chosen one, so you literally can't be dead. I was like, oh, the Holy Trinity.
Yep,
got it.
She's the spirit.
Yeah.
His Matrix name is Thomas Anderson. Thomas is a character in the Bible who they call Doubting Thomas because when Jesus died and resurrected, Thomas doubted that when Jesus walked up to him, resurrected, that it was actually Jesus. He said, I won't believe you until you show me the scars in your hands. So Jesus gives him this hand and shows he has scars. And then Thomas finally believes that that's actually Jesus. So Thomas, Doubting Thomas, because he doubts himself. And then Anderson in Greek translates to Son of Man, who is what Jesus calls himself in the Bible. He's the Son of Man.
Okay, so literally everything.
Yes.
Well, what is Neo?
Neo's a anagram, so you switch letters around, it spells one. Chosen one.
All right, yeah.
Here's more of a deeper one, but whenever Neo...
This is sick, by the way.
Yeah,
this is so cool.
So many. This is kind of a deeper one, but when Neo says, do you ever get that in the beginning of the movie, he says, do you ever get that feeling that you're not sure if you're awake or if you're still dreaming? That's when he's doing his little, not drug deal, but drug deal. That comes from a philosopher, Descartes, who had this idea, or like a thought experiment more, where you could live your whole life and it could be a dream. You wouldn't know it because there are times in a dream where you wake up in a dream. Have you ever had a dream where you like thought you woke up, but you didn't?
Yep.
So if you have the sense of waking up, how can you trust your senses if in a dream you also wake up and think that you're awake or, but you're still dreaming? So how could you actually tell that you're not dreaming? Because you don't know.
Damn it.
And so he also had this theory that maybe if that were true, then it would be an evil like demon that set up this fake world to, deceive us. And it's a big illusion. And so that kind of ties in with Jesus a little bit, trying to, if the Matrix or if the dream world is evil and the Matrix is evil, Jesus is trying to show you that, this is a sinful world, but through me you can get saved. Neo's like, this is a fake world. Through waking up, you'll be in the real world and be saved from the robots trying to steal your energy and can control your mind. So a little kind of tie in there.
Very exhausting.
I think it's when he first falls.
Yes.
It's when he first wakes up in the Matrix.
Yes.
He goes through the tube, which is kind of like a tube, like a womb. He's he's coming out.
He looked rough, bro. That was sickly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It looked gross.
Seeing that for the first time, you're like, whoa, I did not expect the real world to come this soon. And it's crazy and weird.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in the movie. I was like, damn, he's giving him the pills already?
Yeah.
I just didn't realize I didn't realize it just jumped right into it. And it quite literally does.
Which I was telling you this earlier, but it makes sense that that's the case because if you have no idea what this movie is about and you watch all these impossible things happen, you're like, this movie is so fake. What kind of dumb martial arts movie is this? This is retarded.
Yeah.
But they show you that, no, it's actually not real. That's the whole point. They're in the Matrix. So you kind of have to show the audience early or else they're just so confused. And wait, what?
Yeah, whenever, the intro scene, whenever Trinity is running from the agents and they jump over the first roof and it's like a somewhat normal jump. I guess it's realistic because the cops do it, which I was like, cops would never do that. Cops are not jumping off roofs under any circumstances ever.
Only the super cops.
Yeah, there's just no. And but then when she makes the Matrix jump to the other roof, I was like, if these cops make this jump, I don't know why people will love this movie.
Yeah. Imagine
if we just have cops with no explanation jumping over roofs, but then the cop was like, oh, that's impossible. I was like, yeah, that is impossible.
Yeah, you needed that line. Imagine if you went through a whole hour of the movie with all this fake stuff before you finally realize that, it's supposed to be fake.
Yeah. Is
an audience going to sit through an hour of just fakery when it's supposed to be, air quote, the real world?
Yeah.
So they needed that. But then the last one is what we were saying when he kind of gets birthed, when he first wakes up for the first time. He's never used his eyes. We find out that he was born and grown in the Matrix. He was never a real human. And so when he comes out of the water, his arms are kind of spread out, like in the cross. Yeah. And then
he ascends into heaven.
It's like holy music as he rises up out. And there's also holy music.
He literally ascends into the light.
Yep. And whenever he finally has control over the Matrix, when he just resurrected himself and he stops the bullets, when he jumps inside of Agent Smith, you hear holy music as he's breaking the Matrix and destroying
the devil.
Agent Smith. Yeah.
Nice.
The demons, the devil of Agent Smith. So many Christian symbolism in this whole movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's unreal. First off, we've talked about this before, on the early episodes, but I like Keanu Reeves. He's a great guy. He's literally that's
sweetie.
That's one of the good ones. What?
A sweetie? A sweetheart?
Yeah, I guess that's one way to describe him. It's not the way I would expect you to describe it.
He's a sweetie. Keanu Reeves is a sweetie. That's the perfect way to describe him. He's just a nice guy, sweet to people.
That's the perfect way to describe him. He's a nice guy. Yeah, he's one of the good ones. Sweet. What the fuck? What just happened?
He's a sweetheart. He's got a sweetheart at nature. He's a sweet man.
Okay. He's just a big old sweetie.
Yep.
It's just fun. Like, but you know where I'm going with this. Just
Go
like,
on.
yeah, I mean, it's just known, like, just his acting. It's his acting. This was a good role for him, though.
Yeah.
Because the whole movie, he's just confused.
Mhm.
Keanu Reeves has a really good, like, what?
Whoa.
Whoa, hey. Whoa.
What is happening to me?
Yeah. What do you mean? Like, just, he's got a perfect voice for that. And that's, so
you
that
telling
worked
me
out.
the world's not real?
Yeah. And so it's just cool that, like, he got this role, but he essentially got the role of Jesus Christ. What a career. What a career for Keanu Reeves. He deserves it.
He's also in the Devil's Advocate, right?
I've never seen that one, but there's no. He's also, like, I think it's like called Constantine.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With Al Pacino, I think.
Al Pacino. That's the Devil's Advocate. Is Al Pacino?
Isn't Al Pacino the devil? No. Is
Yeah.
he actually the devil?
Let's see. Why don't we fact check? Constantine. Yeah, does not have Al Pacino.
Constantine doesn't have. Okay, so Devil's Advocate is.
Who's in that? With another 90s film.
Gotta watch it. Because let me tell you, if we watch that, it's going to be trying to tell us something.
Oh, Keanu's in the Devil's Advocate too.
Yeah, I knew.
Okay.
I knew he was in a movie with Al
Gotcha.
Pacino. I just think that's incredible that he had such a career just based on talent. It's just surprising. Like, I just don't know how he slipped in there. On top of the fact that he's a good guy.
Like
That's really what confuses me. Is like, he's just not the best actor and he's a good guy. It's incredible that he did so well for himself in Hollywood.
Yeah, because he probably didn't fall in the traps, didn't go to the parties to be, a big social guy.
Keanu, we will never have to worry about him being on those lists.
No, he's safe.
Yeah, we're good. But
And if he is, that would break our hearts.
yeah,
You fooled us, Keanu.
that would be the Matrix. Then I would know that we are in the Matrix.
Yeah.
And I would jump off the building to start flying.
They got to sweetheart Keanu Reeves. How dare they?
Yeah. Like,
Evil.
Simply no way. But yeah. So that's all I have to say on that, because I don't want to just sound like I'm trashing Keanu Reeves.
Sure.
I love Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
But Point Break, that's a great movie.
Awesome movie.
That's an awesome movie.
John Wick, every single one of them.
To you. To you. And to, like, plenty of other people, they keep making the movie. That's just not quite my tempo.
Speed. You never seen that either, huh?
Never seen Speed.
Ooh, Sonic 3?
He's in Sonic 3.
Apparently.
He's probably fucking Sonic.
Toy Story 4? Whoa.
To infinity and beyond.
You got a friend in me.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. I don't want to trash on him too much. That's cool that he got this role.
Yeah. I mean, because
that they gave a good person a good role like that.
Right.
That's like, it's really more of a compliment.
the original casting was supposed to be Val Kilmer as Neo and Will Smith as Morpheus.
That's hilarious to me, because that's literally the opposite. Like, what they did. They went with, because Val Kilmer, I could play Morpheus. He's just kind of got that voice.
Mhm.
He can put that same type of charisma on.
He can, the charisma.
I'm not trying to say that he should have played Morpheus. I'm just saying, like,
He's better than Will Smith at the job.
yeah, it's just surprising that, like, Will Smith was considered for Morpheus and not Will Smith would have made more sense for
Neo.
That would have made way more sense. I'm just saying, like, they went complete opposite. They put Keanu Reeves, a white guy. Hold on.
It's gonna be white. It's gonna be the same.
Yeah, but, like, they were gonna have, like, Morpheus play Neo and Neo play Morpheus if they had gone with that.
Yeah.
If they had done Will Smith and Val Kilmer.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's probably more of a marketing decision for Will Smith because he was hot back in the 90s. Bad Boys,
you think this was
Men in
too
Black.
Was this script like not awesome? I feel like a lot of people would have loved this script.
No, yeah, I'm sure it was, but I'm saying that they wanted to pick Will Smith because he was hot at the time.
Oh,
Like,
I thought you were trying to say
decision.
why Will Smith didn't do the movie. Why did he not do the movie?
Actually, I don't know. I think they decided they didn't want him, I think.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Why was Will Smith not in? This says Will Smith didn't star in The Matrix because he didn't understand what the Wachowskis' vision for the film.
I mean, damn it, Will. Come on.
And he turned down the role for Neo in favor of the movie Wild Wild West. Smith later admitted that not taking the role was a mistake. He's done that so many times. Wasn't he supposed to be in Inception?
I'm sure.
He says that. He says he was supposed to be in Inception instead of Leo.
If
Which is
Will
hilarious.
Smith,
He's missed out on so many great movies.
If Will Smith didn't understand this film or this script, that means Will Smith just didn't understand anything that was coming out in the 90s. Will Smith was just confused all of the 90s.
Okay, yeah. Will Smith famously passed on lead roles in these blockbuster movies: The Matrix, Django Unchained, and Inception.
Come on,
3
Will.
great movies. Okay, he also turned down the chance. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I thought I was just saying, this says he turned down the chance to reprise his role in the sequel for Independence Day. I was thinking that said he picked to do the sequel over those movies.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, come on, Will.
Well, you can tell he doesn't have the best decision-making skills in recent years. I mean, everything that dude's doing is like, come on, bro.
I've heard some of the rapping he's got coming out right now. It's tough.
Remember?
Really tough.
Yeah. But the one song he released, this is actually a sidetrack, the one song he released, Pretty Girls, that was not very good. But some music producer was like, this is a tempo problem. Speed it up or slow it down, and it's a banger. And we did it. And we're like, damn, that actually is a pretty cool song. If you speed it up or slow it down, it's a vibe.
Yeah, but Will Smith messed it up.
Yep.
He's
making bad decisions.
He literally picked the wrong beat. That's insane.
Pick the wrong beat, pick the wrong movies.
Sorry, Will.
Yeah, sorry, Will.
It just must be tough, like just being that confused. Because again, if you don't understand The Matrix, then I just believe that you couldn't understand any of the movies that were coming out in the 90s. Fight Club, what the heck just happened?
Inception, you think he understood Inception if you didn't understand The Matrix?
Right, yeah. Dreams, what? No, I'm Fresh Prince. I don't do this.
I rap. Welcome to Miami.
Yeah. But then he did, oh my God, Men in Black. I feel like that's kind of out there.
Straightforward.
Yes, it's been a while since I've seen this movie. Yeah.
So I get the aliens, and when I use the pen, their memory gets erased.
Okay, I guess
I get it. Yeah. I get it. I'll take it.
It's tricky, but we'll go with it.
So wait, the whole movie's a dream?
Yeah, he doesn't like that.
No, he doesn't like the dreams.
That's when you lose him. Yeah.
Insane passing on Django Unchained. That is insane. I mean, Tarantino.
That's just not even confusing. I don't even understand why you'd pass on that.
If that's true, and if Tarantino actually pursued him, and he's like, I don't know, you're crazy.
Oh, we've talked about this before. He was supposed to be Django.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. If Tarantino reaches out to be the main star in his movie, you're like, yes, please. I don't care who the character is.
Yeah,
I'm in. It's gonna be a great role.
Holy shit!
Insane.
Poor Will.
The movie's good too because it's realistic with the AI stuff. Because if you think about AI and the difference between AI and humans is that humans are they prioritize aesthetic almost. They want beauty. We do art. AI just kind of is logical, computer-based thinking.
Yeah.
And so the way the Matrix, outside of the Matrix in the real world, all the aliens and AI that's taken over, they form themselves into squid type beings, and they're not aesthetically pleasing. They're just machines that they have exposed parts, and it's not a pretty looking thing. It's just a very robotic deal because they built themselves. They only built themselves for function.
Yeah.
So it's not a beautiful world. It's just literally for function.
It's just as efficient as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They thought it out pretty well with the AI stuff. And I mean, they clearly thought it out well. They have so much symbolism, and there's even Easter eggs in the movie the whole time. It's just wild.
Yeah. I was just trying to think of what questions I have. One is when he was talking about kind of the war that happened, Morpheus, when he's explaining to Neo, we created AI, thought it was going to help. And, obviously kind of overtook.
Yeah.
We don't know who made the first move to start the war. But what we tried to do to stop them was like black out the earth so no sun could get to them.
Yeah, because they were relying on solar power.
Right, but I heard that and I was like, so do we.
We don't rely on solar power. We need the sun. I mean, the earth needs the sun. It'll get super cold without the sun. That's what they say. Like if the super volcano in Yellowstone ever were to erupt, which is like it's due to erupt, by the way. Like it's within the time period when they would expect for it to erupt.
Matrix.
But that also time period is like a 3,000 year time period. So within that, if that ever were to erupt, they suspect that it would start a new ice age because all the plume and all the ash would cover the sky, black out the sky. The sun would not hit the earth. The earth wouldn't get warm, and then we would turn to another ice age.
That would really piss me off.
It's a really bad decision, humans, to black out the sun. Why not just shoot down and nuke the fucking solar places?
Nukes are tricky too, if you believe in that sort of thing. Anyways,
you're going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
you're following the white rabbit.
That's right. That's a whole nother thing. This isn't the first movie that we've watched that, like, I guess Alice in Wonderland. Like, does everything just lead back to Alice in Wonderland?
Yes.
I guess I have to go either watch or read Alice in Wonderland. I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen the cartoon either.
But apparently it's just the movie.
I feel like I thought it was a girl's movie when I was a kid, so I didn't watch it.
Yeah, same here. I mean, it's Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
For a 9-year-old boy or however old I was. I mean, I'm 26 and it's still kind of off-putting.
Little did we know it was a psychedelic trip.
Yeah, I got to go check it out because I guess it just leads back to it. Like, because at first it was like, follow the white rabbit. I was like, there's a white rabbit in Alice in Wonderland. And then he straight up says something about Alice in Wonderland. I was like, all right. They're not even like trying to hide some of the messages in this movie, which is why I kind of respect it.
Yeah, I mean,
they're like, no, we're trying to tell you something, and this is what we're telling you.
Well, it's cool because like the maybe deeper things that they're saying aren't as deep as the movie goes. So it's not cheap because they're saying, deep things, deep ideas. But when you actually look at the movie, they have so many other deep layers to support that. So like what the characters are saying is really just surface level of like the depth they're trying to go in the movie. Yeah. So I think that's why it sells. If it was not a deep movie and they're just saying deep things, you're like, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Like, all right, come on now. Let's get some symbolism or something. But because they did it well, it's okay to have some blanket deep statements. It's also such a deep concept of a movie.
Very true.
You kind of need the deep talk to make it make sense.
Yeah. One thing that kind of freaks me the fuck out is so like in the Matrix, there's no such thing as coincidences. Like they're like whenever he sees whenever he has a deja vu moment, they're like, no, that's not good.
The glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, but like pretty much everything that happens in the Matrix, like they control it.
They can't. I think they set it up. I think Agent Smith said something about how we controlled the Matrix and we realized it was just our world. Maybe he was saying that's what they want. But I think they give the characters kind of free will. Otherwise, Neo wouldn't be able to choose. So I think they might still give the humans free will in a controlled area. And then the AI can actually change it if they wanted to. They clearly can change it.
They're saying coincidences are possible.
I think within human to human
bit of freedom.
Yeah, I think that they live because they all think they're living their own lives. They make their own decisions. They think they have free will. I mean, part of the movie is the choice. Like Neo is the chosen one if he chooses to be.
Yeah,
he could say no and not do it. He could take the blue pill at any time. They always are giving him choices. It's like there's gonna be a time where either you have to die or Morpheus has to die. It's up to you.
Yeah.
It's all about the choice. Like, will you step into the chosen one role?
No. He can't ever just take the blue pill. Like Morpheus tells him, he's like, you take this red pill. Like, there's no going back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, and they like all know that. Like, do you think?
I'm saying that he could have taken the blue pill if he wanted to. I don't think Morpheus would have stopped him. He's like, okay, I guess you're not the chosen one.
Yeah,
he took the blue pill.
That would have been
quick movie.
Yeah, if he was like, no, you take the blue pill, you just get to go back to your life. Yeah. He's like as soon as he starts to reach for it, he's like, just yanks it back. What are you doing?
Yeah. Nobody takes a blue pill.
Yeah. And he's like, dude, no, fuck this. Like, what are you talking about? This is insane. Like, hold on. But I bet I told a lot of people you're the chosen one.
Yeah.
You don't want the blue pill. Give me the blue pill. No. That would have been funny. I was under the impression that like coincidences in like kind of the big things that are happening to them, like them like being chased by the agents, because like they're clearly like on the run.
Yeah.
So I would think that coincidences are out the window at that point. Really what I'm getting to is the whole like September 1st, 2001, or September 11th, 2001 on his passport.
Yeah, when he's in the security room on his passport expiration date, it says
I'd
9/11/2001.
Yeah, I'd heard about that like a couple months ago. It was just one of those things where like it slipped in. I was like, all right, dude, something's up. Something's up.
That's an insane coincidence. And that has obviously led to a ton of conspiracy theories. I mean,
I haven't even gone down that rabbit hole. I think I'm a little nervous too, because
start believing.
Yeah, like what the fuck? What is that about?
Why does that date pop in movies before it happened?
Then I'd start thinking about The Simpsons. Simpsons freaks me out. And then, yeah, I mean, that freaked me out whenever I saw it. I was like, what do you mean his expiration date on his passport is 9/11/2001? Fuck.
Out of 365 dates, that's when they picked, and years.
Endless years. I mean, not endless years, but like it didn't have to be 2001.
Could have been 2000. Could have been.
Passports
last like 15
yeah.
years or 10 years or something like that. So he could
have just gotten that passport like a year ago and it would have gone. Yeah, like
wild.
But what are they trying to tell us?
Doesn't the Truman Show also have a 9/11 deal?
Let's look it up.
If it does, we talked about that.
If it does, I'm nervous. And I guess I'm about to start asking questions.
Okay, no direct connection. There was one movie we just watched though that had that, like a 9/11 thing, and it's a weird type of movie like this.
It wasn't Donnie Darko, was it? Yeah,
that comes out next.
You could look up what movies that have nothing to do with 9/11 talk about 9/11.
Sorry, it's not that important to know, but there are movies like that.
We all know that it's like out there.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know. That freaks me out. Okay, let me get back to the movie. The agent. What's his name?
Agent Smith.
Like the main one.
Yeah.
Who is that guy? Because he's scary. He's scary, bro.
Hugo Weaving. He is in V for Vendetta, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yes, he is in Lord of the Rings. Duh. Okay.
Captain America, the First Avenger.
Oh shit.
Is he the bad guy? Red Skull.
Oh, dang.
He is Red Skull.
Yes, he is. No, I'm thinking about it. Anyways, shout out to him.
Makes sense to play really scary roles.
Dude, no, he did something like in the torture room scene. He like licked his lips. I was like, oh shit, he could have played the Joker.
Ooh, that could have been good.
He's got a weird look to him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And like I could tell that he's like got full control of how he makes his voice sound.
Yeah.
Because his voice, I was like, dude, he's scary, but I can't stop listening to this guy.
It's pretty impressive too that he's a pretty standard looking normal white guy that probably what you would suspect maybe has no range.
He looks like he's John Mulaney's dad to me. I just kept.
Yeah, it's like old, like just normal white guy.
Yeah, I mean,
he just is able to play just such a menacing dude despite that.
You help your landlady take out her trash.
Yeah, pretty good actor to make his standard white guy look scary.
He was very, very scary. So yeah, I just wanted to shout him out. That was awesome.
Whenever Cypher's sitting down with them, it's interesting that Cypher he says when he wants to go back to the Matrix, he's like, I want to be rich. Somebody's, somewhat important, like an actor.
Yeah.
Which is like the perfect job for him to pick with his mindset. Because he wants to be rich and have the sort of power of importance by, people liking him, probably can get girls. But he likes girls because he's saying every time I look at these codes, I'm just thinking, oh, there's a blonde girl, there's a brunette, as he's looking at the code of the Matrix. And so he wants the power of being important without the actual responsibility of doing anything actually important. Like an actor has the air quote importance of being known, but they don't really do anything truly important. Like you're not a president, you're not whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just funny that he picks actor because it's literally perfect for exactly who his mindset is. I want the easy route. I want to be rich and laid back and people to know me, but I don't really want to do nothing.
Yeah.
I just want to act.
Yeah. No, that was good.
Just great writing. I mean, they literally thought these characters out and these themes out so well where everybody represents something great and you just write them true.
The torture room, that's definitely a callback to 1984, Room 101.
Mm,
I just tell.
it is actually. I don't know the connection, but I have heard that.
I mean, just watching it, I was like, 1984.
Yep.
Or 1980. Fuck, what is it?
1984.
1984. Okay, yeah.
Have faith, believe, Gray.
Definitely call
You
back
are
that.
the one.
I wonder what was. I didn't see a room number. Never mind.
What? Where he gets shot is room 303.
Ooh, 101 times 3.
3 is God number. The Trinity. 303.
Boom.
See that?
See, and that's not a coincidence.
No,
Everything in this movie is not a coincidence.
they thought it out.
That's why 9/11 just freaks me the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, I don't know, dude. I hope this video gets traction just so people can, like, straight up tell me, like, this is what the movie's telling you. This is what you have to do. Like, you live in the Matrix. This is what you have to do to literally get out of it.
Well, Elon Musk thinks we're in a simulation.
Yeah, see, I don't like that he says that. I don't like it.
He only says that because the odds
he would know.
Yeah,
He if anybody on this planet.
He says that because the odds that if we are able to achieve it, then there's infinite amount of odds that we have already done that and we're living in one right now.
Yeah.
He also says that
it just sounds exhausting.
Yeah. He all talks about how whenever he's like, whatever the most entertaining outcome will be what it is when it comes to like politics or trouble or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever's the most entertaining seems to be the thing that ends up working.
Yeah.
Like Donald Trump being the president and talking shit
yeah.
in the Oval Office. That's pretty entertaining. And it happened.
Yep.
That's his philosophy, I think, on prophesizing the future.
Yeah.
At any point, did you think that he was not the chosen one, or were you like, it's got to be? Like after the Oracle talked to him?
Yeah, which I want to get to her, but yeah, I thought that would have been like kind of a cool route to take, but it makes sense that they went with it because like the best chosen one is the one that like says like, I'm not the chosen one. Yeah, like that, you know, I get that message. No, like it would have been insane if all this happened and then it ends up just being that little bald kid. You know, that wouldn't have sat well with me.
Yeah. No.
Like if we went through all of this and then he wasn't the chosen one.
Mm-hmm. It's funny when the Oracle gives him his prophecy and tells him his future, she says, you're not the chosen one. I think she says that because right now he's not the chosen one. He hasn't been reborn. He still has doubts in himself. So that Neo right now is not the chosen one.
Yes, this version of Neo.
You will become one, but you're not right now. But she also, before she even mentions that to him, she kind of hints that she knows he is the chosen one because we know that Trinity's prophecy was that she's going to fall in love with the chosen one.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever she falls in love with is going to be the chosen one. And then when she first meets him, she's like,
no
you're
wonder
cute.
that girl likes you.
Yeah, no wonder she likes you. So she already knows that there's like some love brewing there. So she probably can see, because she's the Oracle, that he is the chosen one. But to give him the full belief, she has to tell him you're not. He has to find it on his own path.
What's up with her? What's her story? How is she just, because she's damn near playing God, because I guess she just knows everything.
Yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't get explained?
I don't think so. Maybe in the later ones, but not this one.
Okay. I mean,
I would assume
like they have to explain that at some point.
I would assume
Why is there just this all-knowing person?
I would assume that she's somehow tapped into the Matrix more than anybody else, just like those kids who they said were potentials who could bend the Matrix to their will. So like these kids have power. Maybe they might be the chosen one because they're doing it at such a young age. So maybe she has some type of power like that where she's tapped into the Matrix, and so she can like see who has the most pull with the Matrix. That would be my guess, is that she's somehow tapped into it maybe.
That one, just because I was like waiting for that to be explained and then it just wasn't. I was like, what? Why? Do we have an Oracle?
That's the job.
Who's our Oracle?
That's the job you want in the crew, to be in the Matrix while knowing the truth, but fulfilling a mission for the truth.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be Cypher who just is like, fuck the truth. I'm living in the Matrix, baby. I want to live a fake life. You know, and it's interesting that they even include that part of the movie to like give you and show you how crazy it is to actually choose that life. Like they're wearing worn down clothes. It's like probably cold. It's not comfortable. It's gross. The world's destroyed. There's no real safety. You're on the run.
Food sucks.
There's not people. You have like your crew and that's it. Maybe there's more people. I think there is more people in the city they call Zion, but you know, there's not really a civilization.
Yeah.
So you really got to be fulfilling your mission to, like, you've got to really believe in that mission to do it. So if you don't, you're like, fuck that, I'm going to the Matrix.
Yeah.
So it's a good choice where you're like, you'd have that doubt in your head, like, well, maybe I should just stay in the Matrix because it's gonna be easier. I can live a great life. They can give me whatever I want.
Yeah. If you manipulate it that way, for sure. Yeah. It's a trippy one, but it's a good thing to put in. Like, that's a good theme to put in the film. Cause like, I think, like a lot of people deep down would kind of feel the same way about it. Like how he does. It's like, no. I don't want this. Ignorance is bliss. Like, I just want the comfort. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
What is the truth? And he gets to that point. He's like, we've been fighting for freedom for years now.
Yeah. I think he said he was there for 9 years.
Yeah. And like, we haven't gotten anywhere. Like, this sucks. Like, what's the point of being free if this is what there's like kind of that, you got to show that to the audience. Like, freedom's not pretty, and it's a constant, like, that you don't just get freedom and then that's it. You like always have to fight to keep it.
He had doubts about Neo being the chosen one. He kept like beating people's ears, like, you think he is? Well, whatever this.
Well, and then he's getting jealous. The one girl in the crew.
Oh yeah, that probably stemmed from his, you're not the chosen one, motherfucker. I'm the chosen one.
Yeah.
And he goes, you need a miracle. You need a miracle to stop me from, killing Neo right now. If he's the chosen one, a miracle would happen. So do you think whenever the guy turns the corner with a weapon on him, he's like, oh, fuck, he is.
Yeah.
He has the chosen one shit.
Well, I just loved like his line that they gave him is just perfect. He's just like, I don't fucking believe it. Because, like, in a sense, that's like corny writing, but given the whole message of this movie, or just like all of Neo's story arc, that had to happen. Like, there had to be a miracle.
Yeah.
Like, there's no stopping the chosen one.
Yeah. More Christian Christ symbolism is that throughout the movie, Neo kind of performs miracles inside the Matrix. And people are like, oh, because
How'd you do that? Yeah.
Jesus' story is like, you have the disciples, but some are doubting. Some people aren't sure, and they finally do join him. So you get to see the crew, or kind of like the disciples who aren't sure, maybe. And as he progresses, it's like, I knew it. He is the chosen one. Yeah. Because he's doing crazy stuff in the Matrix and he's able to control it. So that's another connection where he does sort of miracles in the deal. And it's cool because, like, with his character arc, like we were saying, it's about him having to have belief that he can stop the Matrix and that he is the chosen one. And you get to see that play out through his actions as well. Like, that's the theme, but you can see how it reflects his actual actions inside the Matrix because, obviously the first time he tries to jump off the building and make the jump, he falls because he has the doubt. He's like, I don't know if I can actually do this. So when he jumps, he sees the ground, gets scared, doubts, and then falls because he has the doubt. But when he has some final belief in himself, when he actually goes back to try to save Morpheus, he's like, I think I can do it. I think I might be the chosen one. He's able to dodge the bullets and move like the agents do, where he does their really badass, backwards.
Oh, yeah.
What's that game called? When you go underneath the pole?
Limbo?
Is it Limbo? I think it's Limbo.
Limbo.
I haven't played Limbo in a minute.
Yeah. Well, and we're thinking like Inception. You like go into limbo.
Yeah. He does the whole limbo move where he fucking does the whole dodges bullets and moves like the agents, but he still gets shot. All right. So okay, that reflects there's a little bit of doubt in his mind still. Like, he knows he has some control, but he's not 100% sure. And then once he resurrects and becomes the chosen one, there's zero doubt in his mind. He just got shot in the Matrix. It's a fact that you die if you get killed in the Matrix, yet he's able to overcome, and his mind's strong enough to be able to overcome the fact that I didn't just die, actually. That was fake. Yeah. And then he stops bullets. So now there's like literally no doubt in his mind, and he, defeats Agent Smith. So it's cool how you can see his belief building in himself as he's able to control more and more of the Matrix.
Yeah. No, that was it. And it was, perfect tie-in just from what Morpheus tells him. Like, Neo at one point is like, I'll be able to dodge bullets. And he's like, no, what I'm telling you is, like, when you won't even have to dodge bullets. Yep. And then that ended up just being literal. You don't have to dodge bullets because you control bullets. You control everything.
Watching it, knowing the plot, and you're hearing what Morpheus says to him, like, it's just such powerful words because you don't understand what they are, but when you do, you know what's coming. And so because he always kind of talks in code almost. Yeah. Like, it's like almost like metaphors. Like, you're not exactly sure what he means. Then when you watch it happen, you're like, oh, he was right.
And he was being literal.
Yeah.
When he says, like, I'm just showing you the door, you have to walk through it. That wasn't a metaphor. He literally was shown a door And like, that was funny that Morpheus like kind of reiterated. He was like, yeah, I meant that.
Yeah.
I meant that literally.
Oh, a funny thing is whenever the door to the Oracle's room,
Mm-hmm.
when they go to reach for it, it's a close up on the door and you see the reflection of Neo and Morpheus in the door knob. When you look at it frozen, you can see that the camera is just literally in the shot. They try to hide the camera by like covering it with like a black cloth. And they even attached, I'll show you here, they even attached like a tie to the camera to make it like match Morpheus's body. So like you can't see, you don't think there's a camera there. But when you pause it, clear as day, there's a camera in the frame.
Really? There it is.
Look at the tie over the camera.
That's pretty good. Like that's, that's
You can't
creative.
tell. I mean, it's like so quick. You don't really have time to like focus on it. You just see the hand reach, but
Oh, that is hilarious.
that was their way around it. It's pretty good. Movie
Bro.
magic, baby.
Bro, that is so funny.
That's knowing, because there's sometimes in movies where there's like a little glitch in an effect or it doesn't really sell or something's off, but an editor knows, and the people that make these movies will know like where the audience's eyes will be and where their attention will be.
Yeah.
So they're gonna miss it when they see it, unless you're like studying the frames, like many people have that obviously showed us this thing. You will never catch it just on like a first watch.
Yeah.
It's like the editors know that, like where will your eyes be. That's like a high level video editor or movie editor where they know where the audience's eyes are gonna be in order to like cut things together and make it flow right. That's just some high level shit.
Yeah, I mean, matching the tie with it and everything, that's like, I mean, that's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like it literally, I mean, even knowing that camera's right there, like you actually had to zoom in for me to, I was like, wait, what? Where is it? I mean, it's right there,
Mm-hmm.
but no, they blended it pretty well. That's hilarious. That's making a movie right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so Morpheus and Neo, Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne. So Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne with their kung fu fight in the dojo when he's training Neo.
Mm-hmm.
Morpheus is training Neo. The choreographer, he had to change the fight scene because Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne were actually sparring each other to make it look as good as possible. So like they were throwing full swings,
Oh, hell yeah.
knowing the choreography. So they had to change it because they kept hitting each other and they kept getting bruised while they were fighting each other. They were going full out with it. So they had to change the choreography to make it like a little lighter on them so they wouldn't like hit themselves or whatever. They were going for it.
I wonder whose idea that was. I'm going to go ahead and assume Keanu.
Whoa, that was hard.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to hit you. For real. What if we like did it for real? That would look good on camera too, right?
Hit me in the face.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I can take it. Oh, ouch. Hold on. Never mind.
It is incredible. He had a very successful career in Hollywood. What was it, you think? Like, was he just a heartthrob? Did people just love him?
I think maybe kind of because he picked roles that you can clearly tell like he didn't have stuntmen. So like he's obviously, that's Keanu Reeves.
Well, there's stuntmen in this movie.
But I'm just saying like the athletic scenes, like the choreographed fighting scenes, I bet he is just athletic enough to like get that down pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. Well, he had a stunt double in the movie, Keanu Reeves, and that stunt double is Chad Stahelski, I believe is how you pronounce his last name.
Okay.
That's the guy who made John Wick and directed it.
That's right. Okay, I remember there was some type of connection.
Yeah, he was a stuntman and he wanted to really make a movie, and he knew Keanu was down for the stunts and doing it himself. So he just basically made a whole movie around stunts. I mean, John Wick is a hour and 40 long fight scene.
Yeah.
Which is why I love it.
Yeah.
It's not a good movie, but it's really fun to watch.
Yeah. No, but I would assume that's just how it works. He's really good at action films. And I think there's just something to be said for like, if you're a quick learner, they'll keep hiring you because they know that like, all right, Keanu's a safe one. He literally like, he just knows how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
He looks good. He's got some type of it factor.
He has
like
a confused,
when he's fighting.
He's got a good confused face.
He was perfect for this one. He's what? Hold on. So that worked out. In
He
his
can
favor.
play a badass as well.
Yeah. I'm
Like when he's
trying.
got glasses on, he's looking up, and
He looks
when
fucking
he's the chosen
cool.
one.
He looks cool.
Yeah,
There's just kind of that, I don't know how to describe it factor. Kind of what when we were watching Al Pacino and like the Godfather, Scarface, those movies. There's no way to describe it, but like for some reason Al Pacino just has this look in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yep, that's a movie star. You know, like this guy, like this is not Al Pacino anymore. Keanu Reeves, I feel like when I'm
J.K.
seeing
Simmons and Whiplash.
you know, there's no way to describe it. You just know it when you see it.
Timothy Chalamet and Dune Part 2. But Dune Part 2, really.
Yeah. But Keanu Reeves, like when he's doing all the fight scenes, when he becomes the chosen one, just all those, I'm like, oh shit, that's Neo. It's not Keanu.
There's similarities between The Matrix and Dune, with Paul being the chosen one. Now, it might just be because it's a chosen one story. Maybe that's just why they're similar. But like the doubters, the people that try to betray him, he has to like win people over. He doesn't really want to win people over, but neither does Paul. Then he becomes the most powerful one. There's definitely some like similarities in the story of like their rise to becoming the chosen one.
Yeah.
But Paul's a little bit darker.
Yeah, he's not Jesus Christ.
No, just wait for movie 3.
Yeah, he turns into Hitler if Hitler was the chosen one.
Yeah. They're like, Hitler killed only 6 million. You're way better than him. You killed billions.
Yeah. No, you know, that's the only thing I can think of is Keanu Reeves is like athletic enough to kind of pull off the choreography stunts. And that just makes it a lot easier to cast. Like I try to think about, I'm trying to think of literally any other actor.
Tom Cruise.
Okay. Tom Cruise could have done this.
Brad Pitt went after the challenge, probably.
I don't think so.
F1. He got in that car.
It took him a few years to finally get there.
And actually, I've heard him say, he's like, I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, nah, stuntman, you got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang back.
Yeah. And I don't know. Like Brad Pitt, I don't know. He had a pretty good fight scene in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That kind of gives me flashes of The Matrix. But he's doing Fight Club. He can't do Fight Club and The Matrix.
Yeah.
Because then everybody's just like, then they're just going to go after Brad Pitt and kill him.
Speaking of like the fight scenes, the opening, whenever Trinity gets attacked by the agents, that the first shot of like the camera rotating around her body, they shot that with like a bunch of different cameras that were timed to shoot it 1 second after. And so like they did the whole move in live action and they just like cut around the cameras to like make it seem like it's moving around. So they shot it in camera. Like it wasn't a CGI deal. They just had like a giant rig of cameras. They actually did this on Shark Week at one point.
That's pretty cool.
On Shark Week, they wanted to get like one of those, 360 kind of images of a shark breaching the water to eat a fish. So they actually filmed it. So you get to see like how they built that thing. It's just like literally like, probably 50 cameras lined up next to each other. So you can't tell the shot changes. So it looks like a smooth motion.
That's pretty cool.
But that shot's pretty cool.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. A lot of expensive cameras rigged up together. But that's cool because that tells you the control that Trinity has of herself in the Matrix to where like time freezes and you can see the camera move and it's like an odd thing. So you're like realizing like, oh, she has a different type of control in this world. She can jump from skyscraper to skyscraper with no problem.
Yeah. She can like pause in midair. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing that you could do. That makes a lot of sense though.
Need a bunch of cameras.
Yeah.
You do it with phones. If we got 20 people with phones, we could do it.
Oh yeah. We got to try that out then.
Next. Yeah, we'll make a short film. Me and you just have a fight scene. Yeah. It's just The Matrix. And it's cool because I'm sure this fight coordinator had a really fun time getting to choreograph this because you don't have to really work in reality. You can just do stylistic stuff. Because
that's why like the kind of that movie Hollywood, like kind of Japanese martial arts fighting style works really, really well for this movie.
Yeah,
it doesn't look corny at all.
No, because I mean the corny bits, you're like, well, yeah, they're in The Matrix.
Exactly.
Because, Keanu Reeves does like a triple kick using one leg.
Yeah.
Like one leg up and bah, bah, bah with the same leg. So that would be dumb in any other movie, but you're like, well, he has control over himself in The Matrix so he can perfectly balance while doing, these blows.
Yeah. So I'm really happy that they went that route. Because I don't know. Maybe it just has something to do with the 90s too. But like this movie, again, it could have been way darker. I'm thinking about like the torture room scene, the music that they had playing there. It just was not as scary as it could have been because that was like, I wasn't expecting that. When we were watching this movie, I was like, oh, fuck. Ah, God, that's like, it's scary. Like they close his mouth and they put they put a parasite in his stomach. I was like, oh, this is creepy. This is, damn, I wasn't expecting this. And like, they're like holding him down. he's like fucking shaking, trying to get out. I was like, this is kind of twisted.
They open the movie well with that scene because you see something crazy happen and then he wakes up and you're like, wait, is that a dream? Or is he dreaming?
Right.
You were even like, wait, is that a dream? Is he dreaming? Because they're trying to throw you off on what's reality or what's not. So you're not really sure just how, the Matrix isn't reality.
Which I was getting a little worried there. I was like, damn, so every time something bad happens, he's just going to wake up.
I think he wakes up 3 times in the opening.
It is. Yeah.
Which kind of reflects his later awakenings, how he awakens into the real world and gets, birthed as the chosen one. And then when he becomes the chosen one, he's like born again. So like he has like these wake up moments in the whole movie. So it starts off like that where he wakes up 3 times because
it's just kind of showing you like this is what's going to happen.
He's going to wake up.
You need to wake up. That's what it's saying.
Open your eyes.
Yeah, open your mind.
Open your mind. Now, we've been talking about it the whole time, but the Easter eggs in the movie. There's so many little hidden symbols. Obviously, the Christianity ones we went through, but there's so many of them. We talked about this before, but when he does the whole like fake drug deal thing, when he gives the guy the disc, he calls him, "You're my savior, my personal Jesus Christ."
You're my savior, man. My own personal Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Referencing he's about to be like the chosen one type character is going to save the people of the Matrix. The company that Neo works at is called Metacortex, which that word would mean transcending the boundaries of the mind.
All right.
Because like meta is like transcending, cortex, the brain. So where he works is literally titled, hey, he's going to transcend his mind. Little fun thing there. The rain in the background is like the rain on the car windows. And then when he's underneath the bridge, when he's about to get picked up by Morpheus and meet him for the first time, the rain is almost like a representation of the Matrix code. Like the windows, the rain is green and is behind them moving around. Just like the ones and zeros move around on the code. And then I think it's maybe the first or second time when he wakes up and he's at his job and his boss is getting on to him. You see because he wakes up and he's wakes up, shit, I'm late, goes to work. It's a very quick thing. And then when he's at the office, he like looks over and sees the guy like wipe the window. And those little suds on the window are kind of like code-esque. They're kind of like dripped on the screen like code.
Like the way that they're going down. Yeah.
And so the window wiper wipes it off because it's like the Matrix is trying to hide itself from him by like, he can see the code in the suds, but like they wipe it away. Kind of cool Easter egg there.
Because at this point he's starting to get like, he's getting introduced to being suspicious. Yeah. Okay.
Of course, the crazy one, his passport has 9/11/01 expiration date. We talked about that.
Yep. That's horrifying. Yep.
This is obvious, but a cool shot is whenever Morpheus is giving Neo the choice between the pills. In the reflection of his glasses, the blue pill side of his reflection has Neo just sitting there looking at it. His other reflection has Neo going to grab the red pill. So it's showing you 2 different realities of what could happen.
Oh.
Like it's either Neo sits there and doesn't take it, or the one where he reaches for the truth.
Nice.
Like the shot is literally right there where you can see it.
Nice.
One of the fighting styles that Neo gets is the drunken boxing fighting style, a very weird kind of like a weird movement type of fighting style.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that, so I've never heard of that fighting style. So whenever I just was watching the movie, I was like, drunken boxing, like you get hammered at a bar and you just start fighting, like that's the style they're gonna give him. I was pretty revved up. I was like, damn, he's gonna like
get
be
hammered.
He's just gonna be doing a lot of damage here to God knows who.
Feel no pain.
Yeah.
But they put that in the movie because the fight choreographer worked in drunken boxing for Jackie Chan's movie, The Drunken Master, where he does a similar style. So it's a little Easter egg where,
I gotta watch that movie.
Yeah, Jackie Chan's movie, this guy was a fight coordinator for it or worked in it. So he did the drunken boxing type of thing. So they add that in there for a little Easter egg. Whenever the woman in the red dress walks by, that scene when Neo thinks he's back in the Matrix or whatever, but they realize it's actually just another training session. It's a training session version of the Matrix. It's not the full-blown Matrix because they don't have enough coding power to actually do the whole Matrix.
Yeah.
And so the way that they save on processing power and coding is you notice in the crowd, there's so many duplicates in the crowd. There's like 2 people here. They have like doubles of everybody. Not everybody, but there are a few doubles in the crowd.
Oh, okay.
Here, let's just pull it up so you can see.
Yeah, I guess I should have been paying more attention to the NPCs, considering that was like the whole point of that scene.
Yeah, they're all
like you need to pay attention. So I would fail Morpheus if he believed that I was the chosen one. I would fail him.
See that? These guys are the same.
Oh, damn. All
Two
right,
guys
that's-
right there.
That's not as bad as I was thinking. I was like, damn, they were all just. It was like 3 people that they used
Yeah.
for just a bunch of NPCs.
It's not the same. There's something like the other shots. You can see like another double in the background.
Okay.
So kind of like the lady in the red dress distracts you. You know, this whole scene distracts you from the fact that there's doubles in the whole scene.
She got me.
And then a fun one is whenever the Oracle gives him cookies, internet terminology, cookies are tracking data.
Nice.
So it's kind of an internet type of coding type of thing where she's giving him a cookie.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I like that one.
So I'm sure there's way more Easter eggs. But those are the ones that I got for The Matrix. But they thought this movie out, put layers in it, and that's why it's so fun to dissect and break down and why it drove people mad, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrifying in 2025 seeing this. I didn't even know AI was like being considered back then. So,
Yeah, bro.
fuck, dude.
Fuck. What did they know back then?
Bro, they were trying to tell us something, and I don't think we listened.
We did not. We did not. This reminded me, though, with it being a popular movie like this, Everything Everywhere All at Once, the office scene, you notice is like an exact inspiration of this one's office scene when Neo first gets a call from Morpheus in his office. He has to like escape the agents. He's like going to different cubicles.
Oh my gosh,
That's basically Everything Everywhere All at Once, that scene. It's like the same kind of vibe.
I got to go back and watch that movie.
That was a good movie.
That was a really good movie.
I watched it not that long ago.
Nice.
Again.
Yeah.
That was one of our first bigger viewed ones for us back in the day.
How did The Matrix do? I mean, I saw it won 4 Oscars. This had to have done well, like when it came out, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean,
This had to have just
The
blown
Matrix
people's
grossed
minds.
a worldwide total of over $467 million against its $63 million budget.
Okay, yeah, I did all right.
The sequel performed even better, earning $738 million. However, the following films diminished returns at the box office. Yeah, because I've heard that I've only seen the first one. I've heard that Reloaded, Revolutions, and the other ones aren't very good.
They had to make them bad because if they had made them good, then the higher up people, whoever's in control of us, would have killed the brothers or sisters, whatever going on.
Sisters now, brothers
Sisters
then.
now. Okay. That's a pretty wild one. Like if they both ended up being transgenders and they both wrote this movie, you could look at it as that they were like, it's like almost like pro transgender in a way. Just saying like you need to like escape this reality that people are telling you live in.
Boys and
you're
girls.
You're actually a girl.
Yeah, boys and girls. That's just the Matrix trying to trick you.
That's right. I'm not actually a boy. I'm a woman.
Well,
So the way to escape the Matrix is to like become a woman, I guess.
The original plan for the character Switch, one of the crew members, her name is Switch. Keanu says, "I thought you were a boy," and then they had an idea. They didn't do it where they would actually like change genders in the Matrix and whatever else because like that's
like
how they
if
feel.
you're-
They feel they're a boy in the
Oh, that
Matrix or
would've-
whatever.
That would have been huge if they did that.
Yeah, I
That
mean-
would have talk about pissing a lot of people off.
So I've heard some people break down like the gender stuff in it, how there's like some themes about it.
Oh,
you
that's a
could
thi-
stretch
that's
it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's a
I
thing.
mean, it's not that prevalent, but maybe they had that in it.
The fact that both of them felt like they were women all along, I feel like that's a pretty wild thing to happen.
Yeah, both.
Like
Yeah.
are they two brothers are like one day they just looked at each other like, dude, I'm a girl. And the other one was like, all right, yeah, I am too.
Yeah, because they're not twins.
Right.
They're 2 years apart.
Damn, they're not even twins. This whole time I just assumed they were twins.
That would make sense for how they're both.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy that they're not twins and they both are like, you know, actually we're women. We're women.
Damn. Do they speak on that at all? Talking about like
I'm sure.
how the Matrix has something to do with them, like
Oh.
expressing them
I don't know.
feeling like they needed to be free.
I don't know. I haven't looked into that.
I bet that's a thing.
Maybe.
But
All
yeah.
right. You want to rate The Matrix?
Yes.
Let's do it. What do you have for The Matrix, Gray?
For the Matrix, it looks a little sloppy, but I gave it an 8.8 out of 10.
All right.
Solid movie. Acting 8 out of 10. Writing 9 out of 10. Editing 9 out of 10. Cinematography, I didn't bring this up, but you're gonna be proud of me because I noticed this.
All
Or
right.
I would assume this is what they were going for. But I just noticed that it was green a lot in the movie. And because like the coding is green,
Mm-hmm.
like whenever it's shot green, That's when they're in the Matrix.
Yep. And the real world's blue,
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
which is kind of funny and backwards of today's world because our fake world is like our phones, which emit blue light.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But yeah, like back then, I think computers like kind of that green looking.
yeah, it's like the old school. What do you think of an old school computer would be?
Yeah. I mean, when I think about the computers that like my parents and grandparents were using like in the early 2000s, like I kind of remember like just that old dinosaur of a computer in a basement. And like, I just remember like kind of the green, that was just like a thing. So that makes sense. But yeah, no,
There you go.
Fuck
Look
yeah.
at you.
Yeah, like green.
Breaking
They're
the
in the
Matrix.
And enjoyability, 9 out of 10.
Boom.
Yeah, dude, 8.8. That's a solid movie.
That's a solid movie. I have a 9.1 out of 10, so we're pretty close there.
Nice.
Acting, I'm with you there, 8 out of 10. Writing, I go 10 out of 10. I think the themes, the layers, their thought process behind it, I think they did a really good job. They kind of made this thing the perfect thing they could do with just making this deep, weird story with the character development and all the symbols, again, like I was saying. Just good writing.
I think more like I'm just not the biggest fan of like explaining everything to the audience. That's just personal preference.
Mm-hmm.
I could understand why you do that with this film. It's very confusing,
Mm-hmm.
one of a kind. I don't think it's ever really been seen like in this capacity. So I understand Morpheus like having to explain to Neo as he's explaining to the audience. It's just not my thing.
See, but I don't think it's done in a bad way. I think it's done in a pretty good way where it's not like, okay, holy shit, he's explaining.
No. And I think it is. It's that's just not really. I'm starting to realize like I'm just not a fan of when movies do that. Even if you have to do it, which I think you have to with The Matrix, I'm like, I don't need it. Yeah.
Editing, 9 out of 10. I think it's well edited. Fight scenes are pretty badass. Everything's cut together well.
That I'll let you finish.
Cinematography, 9 out of 10. Enjoyability, 9.5 for my total score, 9.1.
Yeah, those that scene where they like invade the agency and they're like running on the walls. Yeah. Keanu Reeves has just been given Keanu Reeves like dream in I think any movie.
Yeah.
They're just like, dude, you have unlimited guns.
Yeah.
Because that one got a good chuckle out of me. He was like, and we're gonna need a lot of guns. And this dude gives him way more guns than I thought he was gonna get.
You know what? I gotta change this score. Hold on.
A lot of killing.
There is. I gotta put the writing to 9 out of 10. I'm bumping it down from 10 out of 10 to 9 out of 10. Only because there are a few corny lines that me and you literally laughed at. I forgot about those. There's some corny stuff in it. It's fine. It doesn't ruin the movie. It's just like a funny little thing. So
and Keanu Reeves is funny. Like at one point he like shakes off the dust and you can like kind of hear him go like, ugh.
Yeah, that pose where he like puts his arms up. Yeah. There's like a power lifter pose.
Oh no. And then like at one point he like tries to throw the punch at the agent and then like the agent like blocks it. So he sticks his fingers out and pokes him in the neck.
Yeah, that's just great kung fu choreography right there. My total score is actually at 8.9 out of 10.
I think this is the first time that's ever happened. I don't think we've ever done that. What you just did.
Yeah, I mean, if you I forgot about the corny lines. You can't have lines that we're laughing at and it'd be perfect. Yeah. So I gotta change that.
Yeah. Yeah. But
could be also Keanu Reeves maybe.
But no. Really what I'm getting is that agency scene. I was like, oh, Cade fucking loves this scene. Endless guns, so much killing.
I mean, when he walks in and the metal detector goes off and is like, can you please take off all your metallic items?
And the cop has the
unlimited guns.
Yeah, and the cop has the perfect reaction. What the fuck? I don't know what he says, but like the look
what the hell?
Yeah, the look on his face is just like, no way. Yeah. Like there's no way this is real life. Like he just kind of the perfect reaction. Like, oh my God, you're gonna shoot everybody here. Yeah. Like we're under attack.
A security guard's worst nightmare.
Yeah, literally the worst.
He's like, I've never thought I would see this ever.
Yeah.
They told me a first aid training is not going to be that bad.
Yeah. So, but that's a badass scene. Mm-hmm. I love how long it is too. That thing goes on forever.
One corny line that actually has some good intention behind it is whenever Agent Smith has Keanu Reeves in a headlock on the railroad when the train's coming.
That's your death coming.
Yeah, and he says, he's like, yeah, something. It's over, Mr. Anderson. And he's like, my name is Neo. Jumps out. Now, that's kind of corny, but what he's really saying is that Mr. Anderson, Thomas Anderson, is his Matrix name. He's like, that's not me. I'm Neo, motherfucker. I'm the one.
It's just, it's tough for me because anytime I see any scene like that, I always think of the SpongeBob SquarePants episode where Patrick like gets his name erased in the wrestling match. Do you know what I'm talking about? He says, my name's not Rick. You've never seen that before?
Maybe, but
sorry, I watched a lot of SpongeBob growing up.
So, I had to have seen it, but
and it's not like the first time that that's happened. I can't think of like other specific, but we all know that there's plenty of lines where people are like, my name is, and they say that,
Bond,
but I'm just
James Bond.
Right, but I'm forever scarred by Patrick Star. When SpongeBob, erases Pat off his name tag and Patrick just loses his fucking mind.
You're stuck in the SpongeBob Matrix.
Yeah, truly. That was good. And then, another thing that we were cracking up about is when Agent Smith that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
When he's like trying to get the information from Morpheus about where Zion is, and he kicks his boys out, and he like takes his earpiece out, and he just grabs him by the fucking head. He's like, "Dude, if y'all don't let me out of here, like I fucking hate it here. It smells like shit.
It fucking stinks."
So like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but like from that point on, like the whole point of his character just was cracking me up that like everything he's doing is to just get out of this smelly fake world.
I like how he's like, I can smell your stink as he wipes his fingers on his sweaty bald head and then shoves it up his nose.
Yeah,
he's like, smell this
like,
shit, motherfucker.
Do you see? Like this is what it really smells like. And so like the whole movie, he's like, go get them. And then in his mind, he's like, because it smells like fucking shit. Like I can't.
Who the fuck farted?
Yeah, like kill Neo. God, somebody just let out another fart. Like, that's the only thing. That's the only reason he wants to like accomplish anything.
Get this fucking stink out of my nose.
That got me good because he's like fighting Neo and he's like, God, I hope this fight gets over with quickly because it smells so bad in here.
Just like, why pick that? Like the writers in his basement, the brothers are in their movie writing it. It's like, Mr. Smith's angry. What is he going to say? This place fucking stinks.
Yeah, because he was killing it with that. They talk about good writing, talking about like humans are literally viruses. Y'all, everywhere y'all go, you just use up all the resources. And then what do? You just go to another place. Like you're a virus. So the only thing that has that in common with you on this planet is a virus. I was like, that's awesome. But then he was like, but that's not why. That's not why I do what I do.
It fucking stinks.
Like the worst part is how god awful it smells down here.
It's like, aren't you going to control the Matrix? Why don't you fucking change the smell, guy? These are all fake people.
Yeah, like don't y'all have full control of it?
Yeah.
So
make it smell like flowers.
Yeah, so that got me good. That's my final thought. Is like that pretty much changed the ending of how I saw Agent Smith. Like the next time I watch The Matrix, I'm literally like, I'm just gonna know that Agent Smith is just thinking
so pissed
the
off.
whole time. He's just in this bad mood because he's like, God, it smells so bad in here. That's why it makes sense. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's why it makes sense that he says, like, you help your landlady take out her trash can. Because
you disgusting pig.
Because that truly just pisses him off so much. He's like, that's so gross that you do that.
That's like a bad thing to say to the person that's trying to be waking up, and you tell him his life, and you're like, and like he gives him what he does and says, and you also help your neighbor take out the trash. It's like, that's all I got in this fucking Matrix. See ya.
Also just goes to show that like they're evil because he says that so disgusted, but that's like a nice thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So if that disgusts you, you're truly a villain. You're not doing anything to like do the right thing. Because the fact that Neo like helps this lady, that's not a normal thing that people do. That's like a pretty out of your way, good-hearted person.
Especially
doing
like in the city, probably.
Right. Like you're not seeing people do that.
I think they're in Chicago. They don't say they're in Chicago, but I think it's what the city's modeled after.
No, I don't know.
There's like Chicago streets, and there's like a picture of Chicago in his boss's office.
Yeah, all these cities just look the same to me. Yeah.
They're in Chirac. Nobody's helping out their old neighbor.
Yeah. But yeah,
Chirac.
that's my final thought. Just a smelly, stinky city.
Fucking stinks. Yeah, no, I don't really have any final thoughts. Great movie, fun one. I'm glad you got to watch it for the first time. That's pretty cool to experience this one for
Pretty
the
much
first time.
my first time. Yeah. Same, kind of the same thing as Whiplash.
Same exact deal as Whiplash.
That's why, yeah, like I'm not really big on drinking before I watch movies now. Takes me out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either think a really good movie or a really bad movie is good.
Yeah.
I've done that a few times where like, I think I was drinking one time. I texted you about The Gray Man. I'm like, dude, this movie's so good. It's so badass.
did,
And you're
yeah.
like, dude, that movie sucks. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. And then I like rewatched it on a plane. Like, this movie fucking sucks, dude. Fuck. Thought it was so good.
Yeah. So
I just love Ryan Gosling. I was drunk.
Ryan Gosling, yeah.
Man crush on Ryan Gosling as a badass.
He's the man. He's the man. So it makes sense. Nobody's gonna fault you for that one. But no, yeah. I mean, I don't think I have anything left. I know that I'm missing so much, but that's what my viewers are for.
Yep.
All the people that like and subscribe to this channel, let us know what we missed.
And that's why you should go say.
There's got to be a million things that we're missing out on. So give it to us.
We
want to know. Yeah. That's why
Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let us know any things we missed, Easter eggs, connections, cool things that you noticed in the movie. I know there's a lot of them. I know I missed some. So please enlighten us and bring us out of the Matrix.
We love it. We love it. Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. And we will catch y'all next week. We are out.
Trying to buy my next meal. Seems all I do is drive. And when the boss man sends my next check in the mail, I'll have enough for clothes and time. And I've been cussing like a sailor since I ran out of weed. My tank is running dry. So I'll head on down to the railroad track and tell that man I need a ride. He says you're just in